cooking show, Comical Cooking Reheated. I am the new host, and the Decepticons will be stopped in this day and age.
I am Optimus Prime.
Yeah, what he said. Well, I bet you were all fooled for a second. That really wasn't Optimus Prime. It was just a very clever disguise. You know, I'm clever like that. Anyhow, welcome to the first real official episode of Comical Cooking Reheated, where today we will be revisiting a series that many of you longtime watchers of Comical Cooking will know. Deltarune. Well, I mean, Undertale, which I started the series with the Nice Cream, and we're starting the new season with another dish, well, from none other than the same franchise, Deltarune, the sequel to Undertale, with the molten cake, or destroyed cake. But my take on it was, and is, molten chocolate lava cakes, but white chocolate this time, because the cake's white. So, in front of me I have eggs, which you'll need 2 eggs, 2 egg yolks. That's basically 4 eggs in total. You're gonna need a stick of butter, half cup of butter, half cup actually of white chocolate chips, about a cup of icing or powdered sugar, however you like to say it, some flour, half cup of all-purpose, a little bit of vanilla, that is about a teaspoon, it says, and some raspberry spread. It's just cap it off because it's a raspberry cake. But that's all you're gonna need, along with some ramekins of any kind. But first thing you gotta do is preheat the oven. So let's roll out, as Optimus would say.
Hello, this is Optimus Prime once again showing you how to preheat the oven. So, you're going to want to hit bake, and then hit 4, 2, 5. Thank you very much. And then you're going to want to hit fast preheat for my oven, because I am a very advanced technological species. This oven is powered by the Allspark cube. And then you are going to want to hit start to start the preheating process. This has been Optimus Prime, signing out.
Well, thank you so much, Optimus, for that lovely demonstration of how to preheat the oven. That's always going to be a staple of the Comical Cooking Reheated series. But before we move on to the first step in the recipe, aside from preheating the oven, I forgot to mention there's some auxiliary butter, and that is for a reason, because these ramekins need to be buttered. So let's show that right now. You're gonna get 2 views. Alright, so you want to take your little butter and slosh it around like so. I'm gonna actually clean this butter up a little bit off camera. Alright, getting all the nooks and crannies. Let's see on this butter. Alright, buttered 1, buttered 2, bada bing, bada boom. Alright, need that butter action. Making sure the butter's nice and in there, because you don't want these to stick. Unlike allegations, you don't want them to stick. Or just like allegations, I should say. I'm not a lawyer, don't quote me on that. Alright, and the last one. It's unbuttered versus buttered. That's what good butter sounds like. All my viewers out there. Alright, there's 4 ramekins buttered. Now we can move on to the next step in the process. We gotta put the white chocolate in the microwave. So let's get a little view of that. Just a second. Alright. So you're gonna want to before we switch views. So put the butter in the bowl, a microwave safe bowl, and it does mention to be 20 seconds intervals between you melting, so you don't overcook your butter, because butter does have a tendency to explode. Just so you know. All right, let's switch the views.
Hello, it is I, Optimus Prime, once again showing you the process of melting the butter and the chocolate chips. Like Mr. Tyler said, you're going to want to put it in for 20-second intervals as to not explode the butter, because that would be terrible. Alright, timer. Okay, good time. I was mistaken. My allspot cube's acting up. 2, 0, start. And now we can watch as the butter melts, but you will just see my handsome face, because reflections, but you can see the light, and you can see something moving valiantly. So, let us commence the next shot.
Alright, Optimus, thank you so much for that great transition. So, here we have the butter melted with the chocolate chips. Before we proceed, just need to stir it all up. That's what good butter sounds like, as I've said before. Yeah. And it says to mix till it's smooth, like stir it till it's smoothly incorporated together. And for those of you who didn't know, white chocolate is mostly cocoa butter, which is why it's white, because cocoa beans and, well, the pods themselves are white in color. When they're roasted, they do turn brown, though. So fun fact for all of you science people out there. Alright, this looks pretty incorporated. So once that is done, you're going to want to then have your eggs, obviously, and we need another bowl. So, one egg, so cracked, and then you're going to want to put it in a bigger bowl, because you're obviously going to need a big bowl, like the Super Bowl. And don't mind me, I have the recipe right here just to keep track of everything. And look at that gorgeous egg. This one's not going to be on the GoPro, folks. This is exclusively the RP. Alright, so you're going to want to put that in there, drop it like so. So after these 2 eggs, you're going to want to separate an egg. So I will show you how to do that in just a minute. There's another beautiful egg. Broke a little bit, but you know, it does not matter. It's beautiful either way. Alright. So then we get to the more difficult part, which is how do you separate an egg? So, like so, you're going to want to keep it close to the other bowl, because in a good situation you would have 2 separate bowls, but I am a little bit of a non-conformist, so yes. So take the egg, the yolk like that, and separate it from its white. Make sure there's none left. Once you've done that, yeah, your little chicken buddy, toss it in there. And that's 1 down, and then here's the second. We're going. There's a little eggshell in there. Okay, I'll have to grab a spoon to fish that one out, but you know, meantime, let's just crack another. Alright. Gorgeous egg. Alright, so now it's spoon time, baby. Spoon. Once you have a spoon, you want to fish out the little bugger, like so. I'm a professional. Take notes. Alright, and you can see it's very hard to see, but you can probably see that right there. And got the shell out. So let's move forward. So I'm gonna add the eggs, egg yolks, vanilla as well. So I need tablespoons. Sorry for the lack of preparation. Whoa, and I'm back. Teaspoons, tablespoons, whatever you want. So how much vanilla do I need? 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And luckily for me, I have a 1 teaspoon right here. And this actually is double strength vanilla. So I will be using a 1/2 teaspoon. As to not go over the limit, as my Alcoholics Anonymous professor would say. Or professor, I mean, now maybe I'm drunk, I can't say. Alright, so, once that's in there, you're gonna wanna add the others. That's the only thing you can add, and whisk to combine is what it says. So let's do that, shall we? Alright, and this is an exclusively GoPro shot, so look at what we got here. Alright, whisking it up real good. And then we're gonna add the sugar and flour. That was the sugar. And then we're gonna add the flour, as well as the chocolate from before. And this all scrapes together to be the dough for the cakes, the batter, the cake batter. Alright. Not trying to waste anything. You know me. We live in the Bronx. I don't actually live in the Bronx. That's a disclaimer. I live in Michigan. So come and visit me sometime. So, alright. Now, aside from visiting me, so let's stir it up real nice. I mean, a little splash, that's no problem. We can deal with that. So apparently you don't use the egg whites for anything, so I guess just have egg whites, make them into something. Oh, this looks beautiful. It's a little tough to get a workout in. All right. Okay, I think that looks beautiful. That actually does look really nice. So, at the end of the day, this is what it's gonna look like. Try not to spill it onto your countertop like I almost did. I mean, don't be like me, like I said, in every way, but be like me in most. So, all right. And that's the oven. But it's call for another time. So I will see you guys on the big camera. So, oven's ready. Batter, I should say, is done. But something's missing. And I think I know exactly what it is. But actually, yes, I know. A pickle. Ha! Well, look at you, old friend. Good to see you once again. This time, I remembered to film it on both cameras. So, pickles from friends at Woodstock. Love them. These are really good pickles. I had these last episode. And let's have one once again. Wow. These are powerful pickles. I'm a huge fan. Thank you, Woodstock. But there's more important business to discuss. take you out of here, old friend. Because you got work to do. Alright, so we got the two views once again. DualShock 4 controller. We got our eggshells, which we are going to put here. And next step of the process is, since the oven is preheated, as I have stated, gotta put the batter into a cup. A little bit of sugar. Got on the side of here, so I'm gonna mix it up just a little bit more. It's really thick, if that's what you want. I mean, I like my women thick, so it doesn't bother me that a cake would be thick. Got no issue with that. So, let's grab a spatula and get on the rub. Alright. So, it says to divide between. So, I'm just gonna pour up some. Oh, that ribboning. That's gorgeous. Alright, that looks beautiful. Just get all that drip a little bit. Alright, so that's how it should look. The first one. And let's move on to the second mold. By the way, this smells amazing, so, like, you're gonna want to have these when they're raw, but you should probably not do that. Alright, we're making a little bit of a mess, but nothing that can't be fixed. Jesus. Okay. A note I actually might recommend is probably to use an ice cream scoop of some sort, like a spoon, to dollop these in, because this is kind of getting messy. So, alright. Okay. So that's number 3. And here is our final cake before these babies enter the oven. And we actually might have room for a 5th, because there is still quite a bit left, but it all is counting on this little guy, how much he needs. Right, and that should do it for that one. So, there's 4 ramekins, and I forgot to mention before, I am so sorry, acquire yourself a pan to place these bad boys on, and then run them in the oven for about 12 minutes, however, give or take, and then you have your beautiful broken cake. Well, this one's kind of fixed, but whatever. Let's put them in the oven and send them off to a wonderful land of hot stuff.
Once again, showing you how to place the cakes in the oven. So here we have the cakes. Oh shit. Technical difficulties. These are very heavy cakes, so it's kind of hard to grip and film, but here we are. Placing them in the oven. Oh Jesus, they shifted slightly, but nothing a little action can't fix. Alright, they're now in the oven. Now set the timer for 12 minutes. So in my oven, which is super advanced, you can press timer 1 1200 and start. So, join me after the 12 minutes have elapsed and we have finished cakes.
Autobots, roll out. Well, hello. Probably didn't expect to see my face like this in the video, did you? This is future me editing the video, realizing that the end part where I actually ate the cakes did not record. I thought I didn't have audio, but this is the one thing that just didn't work out for whatever reason. But synopsis, really, they were really fucking good. Like, highly recommend making them. And hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching. Really appreciate it. It's probably one of the longer Comical cookings or videos really I've ever posted, honestly. So hope it was worth the time investment, and hope you enjoyed your time here. See you in the next one.